Yo, welcome back to That Sounds Crazy. So this server is working the most chaotic brunch shift of his life, and this one table decides to call him a thief, while literally holding the evidence that proves he's not. This is about to get petty. Let's get into it. Before we get into this, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We drop new wild stories every single day, and you do not want to miss what's coming. All right, now let's go. Let me tell you about the time a man called somebody a thief, and that somebody was holding his car keys. You see where I'm going? He doesn't. So picture this: Baltimore Harbor, July 5th. The day after the fireworks, which means it's a Sunday, it's a holiday weekend, and every human being in the tri-state area decided that today is the day for brunch. And our hero, 21 years old, working through college, shows up to work expecting a normal busy shift and walks into a skeleton crew. 7 servers on the schedule. 3 showed up. 2 bartenders. 1. The kitchen. Half the cooks just didn't feel like it. Decided their freedom extended to the whole weekend. So now, this man, and I'm gonna call him our hero, because by the end of this, you'll agree he's not running his little 6-table patio anymore. He's got the patio and half the inside, 12 tables, by himself, on the busiest day of the year. And listen, he's handling it, he's running, sweating through his shirt. And here's the thing about most people, they could see it. They saw this man sprinting around like his life depended on it. And most of them were like, you know what? Take your time, you good. Most of them. Then came the table. 3 gentlemen. And I use gentlemen loosely. From the jump, from the very first second, you could smell it on them. That energy. That, I'm gonna make this somebody's problem. Energy. He walks up. Hey, can I get y'all started with some drinks? They go, we need a minute. Cool, fine. He bounces. Comes back 3 minutes later. 3 minutes. And before he can even open his mouth, they hit him with, you took too long, sir. And then they ask his name. He tells them the restaurant policy is servers don't give names unless asked. But sure, here's my name. And they go, that's rude. If you want better tips, you should introduce yourself. Now hold on to that word, tips. We're gonna come back to that. So he takes the drink order, rings it in, runs it to the 1 bartender holding down the entire restaurant. 5 minutes later, they wave him down. We changed our minds. We all want completely different drinks. Now he's got to go back to that bartender who is already drowning and go, hey, don't make those. She's halfway done. She looks at him like he's the problem. That's 1. He rings in the new drinks, goes back. 5 minutes later, and at this point you could set a clock to these people. One of them gets up, walks across the restaurant to where our hero is helping another table, taps him on the shoulder, and goes, we changed our minds on the appetizers. So now he's got to excuse himself, find the chef, the furious understaffed chef, and go. So about that order, that's 2. We now have a frustrated server, a frustrated bartender, and a frustrated chef. The holy trinity of y'all messed up. Appetizers come out. Then the entrees come out right behind them. And that is the crime they choose to die on. The entrees came too close to the appetizers. I'm sorry? What? The food came too fast? In a restaurant, we want it all comped and a free round of drinks for the hassle. So now the manager gets involved. She walks over, she comes back. And she goes, "Come one appetizer, nothing else." And that, people, was the last piece of the puzzle. Because now, everybody hates this table. Server, bartender, chef, manager, full house. So our hero does the smart thing. He backs off. Just waters and clearing plates. But one of these men, he can't let it go. He looks up and goes, "How long you been doing this?" Our hero tells him. And the man says, "You should quit. Find something else because you're really bad at this." On the busiest day, understaffed 7 ways, after changing their order 4 times, this man wants to give career advice. And our hero, he just laughs, walks away, prints the check, drops it, has the manager run the card because he cannot even look at them anymore. They leave. He goes to clear the table. And remember that word? On a $130 bill, they left him $2. $2. But the universe was cooking. Because as he's clearing the napkins, he lifts one up, and underneath it, an Audi key fob. He picks it up, puts it in his pocket to bring to the host, to return it. Like a good person. Like a person who is the opposite of bad at his job. A couple hours later, the phone rings. It's him. "Did anybody find a key?" The host says, "Nothing's turned up, but let me check with your server." And the man goes, "He probably stole it. He looks like the type. He looks the type." And something inside him went quiet. You know that quiet. That's not peace. That's a decision. He looks at the host and goes, "I haven't seen it." And a plan was devised. He walks through the kitchen, past the chef, out the back door. He takes the Audi fob out of his pocket and he throws it as far as he possibly can into the harbor. Splash. Gone. Sleeping with the crabs. Somewhere in that water is a little German key going beep beep to absolutely nobody. And somewhere in that parking lot is a man. 3 appetizer changes deep. $2 lighter. Standing next to a $40,000 car he cannot open. Calling a tow truck on a holiday weekend in Baltimore, where every tow truck in the city is already booked. He said the server looked like the type. "Sir, you spoke. You spoke. And that one sentence cost you a $400 key fob. A tow truck you couldn't book until Tuesday, and a holiday weekend spent staring at an Audi that wasn't going anywhere. All he wanted was to hand it back. $2 on a $130 bill he could have swallowed. But the second you decided what type he was, you made the decision for him. So the next time the kid running the whole floor by himself smiles and says, "No problem," maybe believe that he means it, because the harbor doesn't give anything back. Nah, this man really said, "I'm gonna teach you a $400 lesson about respect," and he did it. Like the confidence, the strategy, the way he just sat back and let karma do the work for him. I'm still shaking my head. That's not even revenge, that's just facts. Yo, that sounds crazy.